NBC Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Down. Open. Go open.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. On third down, they're going to run for it here. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, have 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for that 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. You bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays, try and go to those spots, and get your offense moving.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Falcons at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking, if we fall to 0-3...
He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw again. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go.
And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And here comes the end around as Ryan will just leave this for his wide out. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 2, now Ryan.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Fan.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
From the 31, Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. A nightmare in the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Play action. It's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 17-14. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points of that. I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Finds a man on a crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Going right back to Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they'll face for the 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 135 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking left sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run here with Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Akers again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Finding room at midfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting the field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 155 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Cam Akers.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Saints will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, New Orleans.
An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
234 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. They'll go again here with Akers.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance.